Football has become the richest sport in the world, and players are busy counting money and filling their bags with cash. Recently, a research from CIES Football Observatory concluded a ranking of the most expensive squads in the world, keeping in mind the market value of their players. According to the research, Liverpool has the most expensive squad in the world. Their total outlay represents heavy spends on Virgil van Dijk, Alisson and Naby Keita, whilst the star-studded attacking lineup of Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and Roberto Firmino. They have paid what was necessary to achieve success, and last season's Champions League triumph was a pretty good reward, and we all know how much they are dominating this season. With an aggregated value of 1.4 billion euros, they have the most expensive squad in the world at the moment. Most of them were steals, but Klopp somehow managed to make them the best in the world. Many would be expecting City on top, but they're slightly short of the top spot. They stand at £1.36 billion. It is not even close. Manchester City have assembled by far the most expensive squad around, but that's just because they've got about 50 elite players in each position. Their record outlay of just £62.8 million to sign Rodri this summer is pocket change in comparison to some of the other teams on this list. But City have just spent close to that amount so many times. You've got Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, Aymeric Laporte, Raheem Sterling, Benjamin Mendy, and John Stones, and the list goes on. They have just spent so much money, and they're reaping the benefits with back-to-back Premier League titles. With Pep, you always need money, as he always spend it like water, and that's why not every club is capable of having his services. The Catalonians might be the most feared club in the world, but they are third on this list. They have a squad value of 1.17 billion euros. The major reason, as we all know, is the GOAT Lionel Messi, and of course they also have Griezmann, Suarez, Piqué, and some other world-class players. Frankie de Jong is another high-profile addition, but the Blaugrana have also spent big on Clement Lenglet, Nelson Semedo, and Arthur in recent years. Real Madrid are always among the biggest spenders in the world. Although they don't get that much success, this year, after the departure of Ronaldo, they have secured some big names, including Eden Hazard and Luka Jovic, but they have both failed to create an impact so far. However, that doesn't affect their transfer market that much, and that is why Madrid has one of the most expensive squads in the world. Their squad value goes up to 1.11 billion euros. Bringing in Eden Hazard, Luka Jovic, Ferland Mendy, Eder Militao and Rodrigo saw their overall outlay rise to 902 million euros, but this summer's arrivals are only a fraction of their total costs. Gareth Bale and James Rodriguez are amongst the most expensive players around, whilst Vinicius Jr., Thibaut Courtois and Luka Modric were by no means cheap. Although Chelsea have failed to play up to the expectations this season, they do have some world-class players on their loft. Their squad value crosses the billion mark and it sets up to 1.08 billion euros. The Blues made Kepa Arrizabalaga the most expensive goalkeeper around when they spent 71 million euros to sign him in 2018. Whilst Chelsea have also dropped considerable amounts of money on both Christian Pulisic and Jorginho. Michy Batshuayi, N'Golo Kante and Willian didn't come cheap either, so it should come as no surprise to see Chelsea on this list. And all that despite the transfer ban. Manchester United is still looking for their former glory, but they keep falling after the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson. Their squad value sits at 1.07 billion euros. As one of the biggest brands in world football, Manchester United often have to pay a premium to sign their talents. Their main value is on Paul Pogba, who is one of the finest players in the world and is highly regarded by all the managers in the world. Apart from that, they also have some young legs in their team, including Martial and Rashford, who have a big amount on their resume.